Yes, sir.
Okay. So now you can unmute yourself. Okay. So let's start. In the last lecture, I told you about the different decision types, right? So while I was talking about the DSS system, and you have seen that we have generally two types of decisions: program decision and non-program decision. I hope this portion is clear to you, right? ये सबको समझ में आ गया था? Program decisions and non-program decisions. Are they clear to all of you? Please respond. I'm repeating my question again. This program decision and non-program decision. Please respond immediately whenever I'm asking some question. Okay. So are they clear to all of you? Joyita, am I audible to you?
Yes, sir. Sir, this was not taught in the last lecture.
No. Actually, I have given the video lectures in the Google WhatsApp group, I think.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So
Sir, can you explain it once more?
yeah, sure. That's right. Joyita, do one thing. At least you respond. Okay. Whenever I'm asking
Okay,
something,
okay, sir.
you can
Okay, sir.
unmute yourself. Okay. Yeah, so
Okay, sir.
so explaining these things again.
Okay, sir.
So actually, you have seen that we need DSS for some decision making purposes, right? So when we need to make decisions, of course, we should have more than one option, right? Suppose in this picture, you have seen that this is the right hand side direction and this is the left hand side direction. Now you are being confused that which direction you have to go. Okay, in that situation, you need to take some decision. So for that, we need this decision-making process, right? So in psychology, we define decision-making as the cognitive process resulting in the selection of a belief or a course of action among several possible alternative options. As I told you that this decision-making is possible whenever we have more than one option. So alternative options are there. You need to make the right decisions, and for that, this decision-making process arises. Okay. So decision-making is the process of identifying and choosing alternatives based on the values and preferences and beliefs of the decision maker. तो ये डिसीजन मेकिंग जो प्रोसेस है, मैं फिर से एक बार रिपीट करता हूँ, ठीक है? ये एक कॉग्निटिव प्रोसेस है. ओके, ये जो कॉग्निटिव प्रोसेस है, whenever you guys see this term cognitive, means related to your brain, related to the neurons. Okay, as you all know, the neurons are responsible for the decision making process. ठीक है, तो फिर जब एक से अधिक ऑप्शन आपके पास रहेगा, तभी हमें डिसीजन मेकिंग प्रोसेस की जरूरत होगी. तो क्या ये डिसीजन मेकिंग प्रोसेस समझ में आ गया आपको? Whether this decision making definition is clear to you, please respond.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
थैंक यू.
Yes, sir.
अभी हमें देखना है कि कितने टाइप का डिसीजन है, हाउ मेनी टाइप्स ऑफ डिसीजन आर. सो ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. वी हैव टू डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ डिसीजंस. फर्स्ट वन इज प्रोग्राम and second one is non-program, and I can tell you that this non-program one is the more difficult one to make. Okay, so decisions, either program decisions or non-program decisions. So what happened? We have to know what is this program decision. These program decisions are those decisions you usually take. you need to take it some recurrence manner. Means this is occurring with some frequency. Like the one I have given one example, like starting your car in the morning. Suppose Monday to Friday, you have to go to the office. So you need to start your car in the morning. This is a kind of program decisions, a kind of repetitive one, right? But non-program one means that is relatively unstructured and occurs much less often than a program decision. तो इसका जो opposite है, आपने देखा कि program decision क्या है? एक frequency के अंदर ये repeat हो रहा है, ठीक है? आप ऑफिस जा रहे हो तो आपको हर सुबह आपकी कार को स्टार्ट करना पड़ेगा, ठीक है? You have to start your car. So this is a kind of example of program decision. Just एक टर्म आप याद रखो, this is recurring in nature. ठीक है, तो नॉन प्रोग्राम डिसीजन अपोजिट है. दिस इज अनस्ट्रक्चर्ड एंड लेस ऑफन मीन्स ये हर रोज रिपीट नहीं होने वाली है, ठीक है? तो दिस इज ए काइंड ऑफ डिसीजन you have to make after long time, or suppose once in 6 months or twice in 1 year, like that. Suppose this example, choosing a vacation destination, ठीक है? तो आप हर रोज तो वेकेशन के लिए जाओगे नहीं, राइट? तो इन माय केस ऑल्सो मैं हर एक साल में सोचता हूँ, इन एवरी ईयर आई नीड टू डिसाइड दैट व्हिच प्लेस आई हैव टू गो फॉर वेकेशंस. आई होप आप लोग सभी जाते हो वेकेशन में. तो क्या आप रोज जाते हो इसके लिए वेकेशन में, और या हर महीने जाते हो? बताओ.
कभी-कभी
सर रोज नहीं जाते,
साल में 2-3 बार.
साल में 2-3 बार.
तो तब क्या करते हो? व्हाट यू हैव डन?
5 বছর এবার
এবছৰত এবাৰ বা দুবাৰ, লাইক ডেট, am I right? তো তেতিয়া তোমালোকে কি কোৱা? What you have to do at that time for deciding the destination place?
Sir, planning.
Planning, very good. So you have to plan. Say आप जो भी जगह में जाना चाहते हो, ठीक है, उस जगह के बारे में थोड़ा आइडिया आपके पास होना चाहिए. You have to have a very good idea about the place you are planning to go, right? Say उस वहाँ का मौसम कैसा है, what is the climate there at the time, so that you need to means organize the other stuffs accordingly. So this is a kind of non-program decision, ठीक है? तो जो बहुत less often occur होता है, ठीक है? It occurs very less often and ये unstructured है, repetitive नहीं है, ये unstructured टाइप का है. फिर से देखते हैं हम. तो प्रोग्राम डिसीजंस क्या है? प्रोग्राम डिसीजंस आर बेसिकली ऑटोमेटेड प्रोसेस, generally routine work, where these decisions have been taken several times and these decisions follow some guidelines or rules. ठीक है? Whether this definition is clear to all of you? ये definition clear हो गया आप सभी को?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, मैं और एक एग्जांपल देता हूँ. In my case also, in our Kaziranga University also, when I go for applying some leave, we have different types of leave, like sick leave, casual leave. Okay, so उसको मैनेजमेंट के लिए भी एक सिस्टम है, ठीक है? तो उसमें क्या है, कुछ पॉलिसीज है. सपोज आपके पास 4, you have 4 sick leaves, you have already taken 2 sick leaves. So how many left? 2. Again, suppose there were 4 sick leaves and you have already taken 4 leaves. So you don't have been left with some sick leaves, right? So when you apply for a leave under sick leave conditions, then you again cannot take that under that policy made, right? So that will be automatically decided by the system. ठीक है? तो ये problems related to leave solved by policy relating to leave rules, ये भी एक प्रकार का program decisions के अंदर आते हैं. क्या ये एग्जांपल समझ में आ गया आपको?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. Then
Yes, sir.
I'm coming to the non-program decisions. I have already told you that this occurs less often. Okay, so this is unusual and non-addressed situations. So it would be a new decision. There will not be any rules to follow. These decisions are made based on the available information, and these informations or decisions are based on the manager's discretion, instinct, perceptions, and judgment. Yes, are important. I request all of you guys to enter the classroom just immediately when the time being proposed. Today, yeah, I have preponed the time, but I have informed. because you know that this dialogue appears, this disturbs. Okay, please, this is my request to all of you. So ये जो लास्ट में मैंने लिखा है, these decisions are based on the manager's discretion, instinct, perceptions and judgment. ये लाइन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. क्या किसी को समझ में आया है ये लाइन क्या बोलना चाह रहे हैं? About the non-program decision, what this line means actually. कोई बात नहीं, अगर नहीं आ रहा है तो प्लीज रेस्पॉन्स नो, देन आई विल एक्सप्लेन.
Sir, can you explain?
Okay. Yeah. So इसमें जो words लिखा है, discretion, instinct and perception and judgment. So non-program decisions, as you have got that, this is a kind of unstructured. There is not a particular structure that each program will follow. Okay. तो इसमें क्या है? सबसे ऊपर पोजीशन पे, at the highest administration level, सपोज इस यूनिवर्सिटी में क्या है, सपोज आपका डायरेक्टर है, ठीक है, चांसलर है, तो उनका जो डिसीजन लेने वो जो डिसीजन लेंगे, ठीक है, वो अपना जो परसेप्शन है, अपना जो जजमेंट है और अपना जो डिस्क्रिशन है, ठीक है, अकॉर्डिंगली वो डिसीजन लेगा, तो हमें उसको फॉलो करना पड़ेगा. I mean to say that there is someone at the highest administration level, okay, so that who will decide the particular decision regarding a problem on the basis of his perception, his instinct and discretion and the judgment accordingly. ठीक है, तो ये अनस्ट्रक्चर्ड है, मतलब क्या है, ये सब्जेक्टिव हो गया. ठीक है, आप सपोज एक मैनेजर हो और कोई एक मैनेजर है, ठीक है, तो आप जो डिसीजन लोगे, maybe that decision is different from someone else. Okay, कोई और सपोज इस मैनेजर पोजीशन पे है, वो अलग डिसीजन ले सकते हैं और आप भी अलग डिसीजन ले सकते हो. तो मैं ये नहीं बोल सकता कि आप दोनों का डिसीजन एक ही होगा हमेशा. क्या मैं बोल सकता हूँ? Maybe sometimes, yes, maybe sometimes same हो सकता है, but I cannot assure that that will be same at all time, right? So ये आपके परसेप्शन का मतलब ये होता है, मैंने आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस जो मेरा लेक्चर था, शायद आप लोगों को मैंने पढ़ाया था, वहां पे बताया था कि परसेप्शन क्या है. परसेप्शन, व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय परसेप्शन? ठीक है, तो ये याद है आप लोगों को? चलो परसेप्शन
सर आप एक्सप्लेन कर दीजिए.
हाँ ठीक है, तो परसेप्शन का मतलब ये होता है, सपोज आपने कोई एक यू गो टू सम न्यू एनवायरनमेंट, ओके, तो पहले क्या करोगे, आप उस एनवायरनमेंट के बारे में सीखोगे. यू विल ट्राई टू लर्न अबाउट द एनवायरनमेंट, जो जिसके जरिए आप उस एनवायरनमेंट का डिफरेंट कंडीशन, डिफरेंट फैक्टर्स इनपुट करोगे. उस प्रोसेस को कहा जाता है परसेप्शन. मीन्स यू आर ट्राइंग टू इनपुट फ्रॉम दैट एनवायरनमेंट. ओके, you are trying to take input from that environment and that is known as perception. जैसे कि आपका आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस में एजेंट है, एजेंट क्या करते हैं, अपना परसेप्शन के जरिए जो एनवायरनमेंट का डिफरेंट फैक्टर्स हैं वो सीखते हैं. ठीक है, तो ये परसेप्शन है. तो ऐसे ही आपका एक मैनेजर वो सिचुएशंस को ऑब्जर्व करेंगे, ही विल गो थ्रू द एवरी फैक्टर्स, एवरी डिफरेंट कंडीशन, एंड उसी प्रोसेस को हम कहेंगे परसेप्शन. एंड अकॉर्डिंगली वो क्या करेंगे, एक जजमेंट लेंगे, एक जजमेंट और एक डिसीजन लेंगे. तो दिस इज सब्जेक्टिव. सब्जेक्टिव का मतलब ये है, व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय सब्जेक्टिव? सपोज द डिसीजन टेकन बाय जोयता मे बी डिफरेंट फ्रॉम डिसीजन टेकन बाय Kashabi or Ankit, right? So your subjective point of view may be different from someone else. So that in that case, discretion matter, instinct matter, perception matters. Okay, so this is a kind of non-program decision. Like example, investing in a new technology is a non-program decision. अभी COVID-19 के समय पे, ठीक है, क्या हो रहा है? We are considering different online platforms for taking the lectures. Like now today, I think I am taking the lecture in Zoom, right? But for my project students, I used to take the lectures in I think WebEx. राइट है कि नहीं? आप लोगों को समझ में आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
तो
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
नाउ मैं क्या बताना चाह रहा हूं कि अभी हम खुद एक कंफ्यूजन मोड में हैं। क्या कंफ्यूजन कि क्या सही होगा हमारे लिए, हाँ, कौन सा टेक्नोलॉजी और कौन सा प्लेटफॉर्म हमारे लिए सही राइट होगा, राइट, व्हाट विल बी द platform that will be fulfilling all our needs for performing those online lectures, right? So investing, क्योंकि आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा, अभी तो हम फ्री लाइसेंस फ्री जो वर्जन है वो यूज कर रहा हूँ. Suppose we need to go for purchasing the license version, but before purchasing that license version, what you have to do, you have to compare all the different online platforms for lectures exist. Okay, we'll compare all their performances and accordingly we'll decide, yeah, Zoom is suitable or WebEx is suitable or Windows Meet is suitable, like that. So investing in a न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी, एक काइंड ऑफ नॉन प्रोग्राम डिसीजन, क्योंकि ये मेरे लिए अलग हो सकता है, आपके लिए भी अलग हो सकता है, योर पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू मे बी डिफरेंट फ्रॉम माय पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, राइट? सो दिस इज ए काइंड ऑफ अनस्ट्रक्चर्ड वन. क्या अभी नॉन प्रोग्राम डिसीजन समझ में आ गया सबको? सुबह बुझी पाला प्लीज?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So now look at this figure. You tell me what this figure tries to explain. Just try. Okay, क्या समझाना चाह रहे हैं ये फिगर? आपने देखा ये नॉन प्रोग्राम डिसीजन है, राइट? So this is non-program decision, okay, and this is program decision. Just at the beginning time, I told you that this non-program decision is a kind of complex one, right? क्योंकि ये अनस्ट्रक्चर्ड है, तो ऐसा डिसीजन लेने के लिए आपको ज्यादा क्या करना पड़ेगा? बंदन, बंदन बोलवा, हाँ बंदन, प्लीज speak. Okay, no problem. So while going for making these non-program decisions, you have to put more effort. Are you all agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that's
sir.
very good. So that's why this is at the top. ठीक है? But program decision जो कि एक repetitive है, ठीक है, आप बार बार आपको कार स्टार्ट करना तो सिखाना नहीं पड़ेगा. You will start it automatically. Okay, every morning you are doing the same tasks. So this is a kind of program decision. Okay, so this needs lower effort. Clear? So that's what this figure tries to explain. And take a screenshot of this figure. Okay, that will be helpful for you. So can I move ahead?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now I come to this one. These questions. Decision support system generally involve decisions of which type? So decision support system है DSSS. ये प्रोग्राम डिसीजन और नॉन प्रोग्राम डिसीजन में किसको इन्वॉल्व करते हैं? Can you guess it?
So non-program. Non-program.
Okay. Anyone else? Very good. Non-program decisions. Can you tell me why you have chosen this answer? I have given the answer here also, but you give your point of view. Because there will be no exact report, content or format for these systems, right? आप एक ही चीज बार बार फॉलो नहीं कर सकते हो. यहाँ पे कोई भी एग्जैक्ट रिपोर्ट नहीं होता है, कंटेंट नहीं होता है. आज एक चीज है, कल अलग हो सकता है. जैसे कि मैं अपना यूनिवर्सिटी का एग्जांपल दे रहा हूँ, ठीक है? So today's whoever the faculties, they may submit their own decisions. Suppose after 6 months the faculties may be changed, accordingly the decisions may be changed. So there is no such exact report kind of things in case of decision support system. So that's why the answer will be non-program decision. All right. ठीक है? अब आ गया समझ में?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, let's come back to DSS again. मैंने ये सिर्फ इसलिए समझाया था क्योंकि ये आपको आना चाहिए, क्योंकि कोई भी पूछ सकते हैं कि नॉन प्रोग्राम डिसीजन क्या है. जो भी हमारे पास टेक्निकल टर्मिनोलॉजीज हैं, you have to know them all. Okay, so now how you define DSS, decision support system, with respect to our data warehouse. You can take a screenshot of this right? See, decision support systems are generally defined as the class of warehouse system that deals with solving a semi-structured problem. Okay, अब यहाँ पे एक नया term आया है. We again have got one more new term here, semi-structured problem. You see, we have structured problem, and you have seen that we may have unstructured problem. Then what is semi-structured problem? ये semi-structured problem क्या है? क्या किसी ने सुना है पहले?
So combining both structured and non-structured component.
Very good. Okay. Ankit, have you joined? Because I have got a message from you that you are unable to join.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Joined.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, the answer is correct, of course. It's a combination of both structured component and unstructured component. Now let's try to know this semi-structured problem a little bit more. मैं इसको एक एग्जाम्पल के जरिए आपको समझाना चाहता हूँ. ठीक है, आपने देखा कि यहाँ पे अनस्ट्रक्चर्ड कंपोनेंट और स्ट्रक्चर्ड कंपोनेंट दोनों ही होगा. And whenever you know the unstructured components comes, it is obviously going to involve what? Human intuition. Okay, an example दिया था आपको subjective decision. That is also a kind of unstructured component, and it will require human interaction with the DSS. That is the structured part. Okay. So the well-structured components of a DSS are the decision rules stored as the problem processing system. So let's come to the example directly. So one example is that choosing a site for a factory. This is a non-recurring problem that has some structured components also, like cost of land, availability of workers, and so on. But there are many other unstructured components in this decision, that quality of life. अब इस example के जरिए हम semi-structured problem क्या है अच्छे से समझेंगे. ठीक है, तो आप अपना फैक्ट्री बिठाना चाहते हो. ठीक है, तो उसके लिए आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा? एक साइट चूज करना पड़ेगा. यू हैव टू चूज ए साइट. तो इसमें स्ट्रक्चर्ड कंपोनेंट्स क्या रहेगा? कॉस्ट ऑफ लैंड, availability of workers. Cost of land may be sometime vary, but this availability of workers also, this I am referring as structured because इसमें ऐसा नहीं है कि आप अलग डिसीजन लोगे, मैं मैनेजर हूँ तो मैं अलग डिसीजन लोगे, ऐसा नहीं है. जितना वर्कर्स अवेलेबल रहेगा उसके अकॉर्डिंग आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा? कॉस्ट देना पड़ेगा. सिमिलरली आपको जमीन खरीदना पड़ेगा. So these are kind of structured component. But unstructured component in this case क्या होगा? Suppose आप एम्प्लॉई हो उस फैक्ट्री का, तो आपके लिए वहाँ क्वार्टर में लाइफ कैसा है? What is the quality of life there? That is different from someone else. Suppose आप हो, जोएटा हो, आप suppose कश्यपी हो, तो आप वहाँ क्वार्टर में आपको कैसा लग रहा है वो आपके ऊपर डिपेंड करेगा कि आप कैसा फील कर रहे हो. और कैसबी का पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू अलग हो सकता है, अंकित का पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू अलग हो सकता है, राजू का पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू अलग हो सकता है. राइट और रॉन्ग? सो ये आपका अनस्ट्रक्चर्ड कंपोनेंट हो जाएगा. और स्ट्रक्चर्ड कंपोनेंट जब आप बनाते वक्त लोगे, जैसे कि क्या लैंड का कॉस्ट रहेगा, अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ वर्कर्स रहेगा. सो ऑल दीज थिंग्स आर सम स्ट्रक्चर्ड कंपोनेंट्स एंड वी हैव मिक्सिंग अप बोथ. सो दैट्स व्हाई it raises one semi-structured problem, choosing a site for a factory. Is this example clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, one question for you. You from your side try to frame one semi-structured problem. Okay, as I have already given this lecture, so that's why I have written, comment it. Now you can give your own example in this lecture itself, if you can. क्या एक semi structured problem का example आप खुद दे सकते हो? You can raise your hand and you can give your response. ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं, मैं ये आप लोगों के लिए होमवर्क छोड़ देता हूँ. आप उस वहां पे कमेंट कर देना अपना एग्जाम्पल. ठीक है, मैं आगे बढ़ता हूँ. राइट, कैन आई मूव अहेड?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but don't leave this. Okay, this is very important. Well, now next topic जो है, ठीक है, ये बहुत बार इंटरव्यू में पूछा गया है. Many times asked in the interview that what is the difference between expert system and decision support system? Expert system और decision support system क्या एक ही है या अलग-अलग है? क्या differences है? तो उसके लिए, as I have explained these things in my artificial intelligence lectures, expert system, but you just need to recall. So expert system क्या है? You have you gone through it previously or not? Please let me know.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, no problem. So expert systems means what? There will be some knowledge base. Knowledge base means like in our DBMS class, I told you how to create database, right? हम database बनाया था, उसके अंदर हमने tables बनाया था, ये सब तो किया था DBMS में, याद है? Similarly,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So,
okay. Similarly, AI में भी हम क्या करते हैं? Knowledge base बनाते हैं, ठीक है? In AI, we try to create knowledge base, and this knowledge base is nothing but the collection of knowledge from an expert. Suppose मैं यहाँ SCS में मेरा background है artificial intelligence and computer vision, and सजल साहा सर के suppose background है computer networking, मनोज सर की background है suppose cloud computing. हम सभी का एक्सपर्टाइज अलग अलग एरिया में है. आप अगर बोलोगे कि सर आप क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग में भी एक्सपर्ट हो, मेरा आंसर सिंपल रहेगा कि नो, आई एम नॉट एक्सपर्ट इन क्लाउड, राइट? बट आई हैव सम एक्सपर्टाइज लेवल इन आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस एंड कंप्यूटर विजन, मशीन लर्निंग, बिकॉज आई डिड अ lot of things in my area, machine learning and artificial intelligence, right? So आप मुझसे, मेरे से, whatever I have done in my research piece, you can take this, you can collect this knowledge from my side, right or wrong? So with that you can create that knowledge base. तो आप उससे knowledge base बनाओगे, उसके बाद क्या करोगे? एक engine बनाओगे. ये engine मतलब होगा inferring engine. Inferring engine means what? You try to infer something new. Some old knowledge or old data will be there. From that old data, you try to refer a new rule. Okay, और one rules in user interface के साथ connected रहेगा, और user जैसे कि आप कुछ पूछोगे और उसके accordingly कोई एक rule क्या होगा? match होगा, और accordingly you will get some advice from that expert system. So in short, in an expert system, we try to create a knowledge base by collecting the knowledge from an expert. There will be some inferring engine or rules engine, and some inference rules will be there. Okay, so they will be connected to a user interface, and based on that, okay, based on the questions being raised by the user, some advices will be given by the expert system. क्या अभी ये expert system समझ में आ गया? Knowledge base समझ में आ गया?
yes, sir.
ठीक है, तो
Yes, sir.
फिर से देखो ये चीज, knowledge from an expert, from this figure. Okay, knowledge from an expert. We have created the knowledge base. Then we have our inference engine. Okay, ये inference engine आप इस क्लास में तो मैं पूरा डिटेल्स में नहीं बता पाऊंगा, क्योंकि ये बहुत it may take 3-4 lectures itself. Okay, I have explained it in details in my artificial intelligence lecture. Okay, so you can then check them. Then these inference engines are collected to the user interface, and from that, whenever some non-expert user, means like you, me, suppose I want to know something about cloud, okay, I'll raise my query. That query As per the query is concerned, some inference rule will be matched, and accordingly, I'll get some advice. So this is our expert system. I hope this is now clear to you. Now, आप लोगों में से कोई एग्जाम कोई कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जामिनेशन देना चाहते हो शायद, राइट जोएटा?
Yes, sir.
तो ये आपके लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. यू कैन टेक ए स्क्रीनशॉट. ठीक है, इसके बारे में बहुत बार पूछा गया है. सो मैक्सिमम टाइम्स दे आस्क फॉर सम एग्जांपल्स ऑफ एक्सपर्ट सिस्टम, लाइक सपोज माइसिन. माइसिन किस प्रकार का एक्सपर्ट सिस्टम है? व्हाट टाइप ऑफ एक्सपर्ट सिस्टम माइसिन इज? Okay, this is a kind of medical diagnosis system. Okay, similarly, this Maxima advise the user on how to solve some complex mathematical problem. And Dendrel, this is very important. You can put a star mark here. Okay, Dendrel बहुत important है, और ये Mycin भी बहुत important है. ठीक है? अगर आप you are belonging to computer science, then you don't know about Dendrel, and you don't know about Mycin, then actually you know nothing about artificial intelligence. क्या आपको इससे पहले इन दोनों के बारे में सुना था आप लोगों ने? Frankly tell me.
No, sir. No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
तो ये दोनों मेरा सलाह है. My suggestion is that please note them down. Okay. Many times asked in the competitive examination, so very important. So these are the famous examples of expert system, and from my point of view, this Mycin is important. Okay, so what is Mycin? I have already told you. Let me clear this. Okay. So it is a simple example of expert system. It performs tasks normally done by a human expert in the medical field. It attempts to recommend appropriate therapies for patients with bacterial infection. ये जो term है, ये term तो बहुत important. Okay, bacterial infections, and it uses LISP. LIPS means what? Can you tell me the full form of LIPS? Okay, this is a homework for you. I have explained in my AI class what is LIPS. Okay, Abar Sailova. Please go through it. I will ask in the next class. Okay, so then it uses these rules to reason backward to the clinical data available from its goal of finding disease-causing organism. So its goal is to find the disease-causing organism, and disease is due to the bacterial infection, and for that it is using linked type of data structure, that is LIPS, and it is moving backward, or means what? Backward reasoning is applied. You know, in AI, there are two types of reasoning, mainly forward reasoning and backward reasoning. So Mycin में, ठीक है, backward reasoning use किया जाता है. Zipala, in Mycin, we use backward reasoning. Okay, this question may also be asked. So this is Mycin. Is this clear to you? Have you got this? Bujipala, too?
Sir, আৰু এবাৰ বুজাই দিব.
ঠিক আছে. Mycin,
One more time.
okay, Mycin মানে এটা এক্সপার্ট সিস্টেম. ই কি কৰিব? ফার্স্ট অফ অল ইয়াৰ কামটো হৈছে যে কোনটো অৰ্গানত, ওকে, কোনটো অংগত, কোনটো অৰ্গানত তোমাৰ ডিজিজ হৈছে, আৰু সেই ডিজিজটো কিহৰ কাৰণে হৈছে? বেক্টেৰিয়েল ইনফেকশন. দিস ডিজিজ ইজ বিকজ অফ সাম বেক্টেৰিয়েল ইনফেকশন. ওকে, for that it should have some knowledge base, and that knowledge base is created with the help of already some data available in our system regarding that infections that may happen earlier. Okay, এনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ আগতেও হৈছে. So সেই ডিজিজৰ যিখিনি ডাটা আছে সেইখিনিৰ পৰা আমি কি কৰিম? Backward reasoning কৰিম. And about the backward reasoning, okay, from goal to that backward reasoning, forward reasoning, we have something, from that something to come, we come towards the goal. But backward reasoning, from the goal towards that something, we need to find out কিয় হৈছে বস্তুটো. Okay, কিহৰ কাৰণে হৈছে, কোনটো বেক্টেৰিয়া ইনফেকশনৰ কাৰণে হৈছে, ক'ত হৈছে. So this is a kind of backward reasoning we are applying, আৰু তাৰ কাৰণে LIPS data structure আমি ইউজ কৰিছো, and সেইখিনি কৰিবৰ কাৰণে আমি এটা এক্সপাৰ্ট সিস্টেম বনাইছো. For that we have created what expert system, and that is known as Mycin. Okay, this thing, at least this point, backward reasoning and LIPS structures. Okay, so this thing at least you should know about Mycin. The Mycin কিহৰ কাৰণে use কৰা, or why we use Mycin, and what kind of technique we have applied in mycin. Now, frankly tell me, is this clear to you? Yat basic प्रश्न नुखुधे examination netot ba getot ki hudibo mycin ki hoy ki type of technique use kora hoy. Okay, so now is this clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yes.
but backward reasoning to keneke kaam kore working?
Suppose to me eta ma tomak kotha koisu. Simple example I want to cite. Suppose from Jorhat to Kaziranga University. Kaziranga University is your goal. Okay. So from Kaziranga University to Jorhat, there may be more than one way, right? Beleg rasta thakibo pare. Of course, there may exist some different routes. आप अलग-अलग रास्ते से आ सकते हो. तो यहाँ काजीरंगा यूनिवर्सिटी से स्टार्ट होके आप स्टार्ट करोगे काजीरंगा यूनिवर्सिटी से और वो अलग-अलग रास्ता को ढूंढ निकालोगे. ये होगा बैकवर्ड रीजनिंग. काजीरंगा यूनिवर्सिटी पर स्टार्ट करी पेलाय তুমি বেলেগ রাস্তা মই এটা एग्जांपल দিছো জাস্ট আই এম গিভিং ইউ এ কমন एग्जांपल to discuss that let you know that what is backward reasoning. Okay, so তুমি গোলৰ পৰা স্টার্ট কৰিলা. You have started from the goal and you try to find out that initial point. Okay, and to reach that initial point there may be different ways and your goal is to find out those different ways, right? তুমি স্টার্ট কৰি পেলাই তুমি দুটা তিনটা বেলেগ ৰাস্তা উলিয়াই দিলা. So that's problem is solved. That is a common example of backward reasoning. Now, is this clear to you, Zoita?
Yes, sir.
Etia buji pala?
Yes, sir. Sir, then the forward reasoning.
Forward
কি
reasoning
হ'ব?
to tumar sot sob dia ase, conditions dia ase, tumi golole jabo lagibo. You need to find out the goal. Bemar to
Okay,
hole.
sir.
Tumi already jana je tumi bemar to tumar hole. Okay. Kintu kihor karone hole? Kot hoise bemar. Tumi ki koribo lagibo? Bemar to pura arambho koribo lagibo. You have to start from the disease. Okay, this is the disease. Suppose this is the COVID-19, but what are the causes of this disease? From that goal, that is goal to bhabilo COVID-19 hole, or kihor karone hole? You need to find out that initial causes, right? So that is also a kind of backward reasoning example. Now, is this clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Well, then that's all for today's class. I hope you have given the attendance to the chat box, and I hope that all the terminology that I have discussed in this class is clear to you, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, after this class I'll start my PR class, no? Okay, pattern recognition. Do you have pattern recognition today?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So after this class, I'll start this pattern recognition class immediately. Do join it. And rest of the guys, thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.